So repetition. Why repetition? Well, we all know, or we think we know, that repetition has a fantastic place in songwriting. Normally, in the chorus, we endlessly talk about the contrast between the verse and the chorus. I like to discuss it or look at it like the chorus is the emotional heart of the song. The verse, the narrative, is the head. I think it was Ray Charles or some very beautiful songwriter said, bring the gospel to the chorus and the soul to the verse. Not that makes any sense at all. I knew what he meant. He meant heart for the chorus, head for the verse. So we tend to look at the repetition in the chorus as being what we work with. We all know that therein lies the hook. We've looked, or maybe not here we haven't, but maybe something that I will do in one of the forthcoming masterclasses is the idea of song title as just chorus. So that's boiling it down to a very basic repetition. We could talk about Sunday Bloody Sunday, U2. It seems to me that the shorter the chorus, the bigger the hit, really. With or Without You, another great one from U2. The Stereophonics' biggest hit record in America was Have a Nice Day. Title simply repeated. Back to classics from the 80s, You Spin Me Right Round, Baby, Right Round Like a Record. Great titles make great choruses. And you can, should you wish, repeat that one line as a chorus. But what I want to look at today is some techniques that we can use on individual word repetitions in verses and choruses. We know about melodic repetition in a verse. You know, if you're telling a narrative in a verse, then you don't rely on the repetition of a single word or a line like a chorus. You would never be able to tell the story. You would never be able to set the scene if you are limiting yourself to a sense of repetition like you do in a chorus. So in verses we tend to use melody as repetition, which is great, and I like to think of the word symmetry. I love that word symmetry, and it's more to me about the metering, the feel of the rhythm of the words that should somehow match. So maybe the feel of the words in line 1 and line 3 match, and the feel of the words in line 2 and line 4 match. Maybe the feel of the words in line 1, 2 and 4 match, as Martin points out sometimes, the happy birthday effect, where the third line speeds up the metering, da da da. So verses traditionally aren't used for repetition. We have in the chat 6 participants raised their hand. No, I thought that might have been a problem, but no problem. We're doing well. If you do have any problems, please give some sort of sign. I don't know what that may be. So I'm going to quickly pop over now to my PowerPoint, because these are quite long-term names. We're going to look at Anaphora, Epiphora, Antanaclasis, Epizeusix and Anadiplosis. They all sound like strange film stars. They all sound like they begin with Anna. They are actually repetition techniques that are used in contemporary and old style. Sounds so nerdy, I love it. I saw that particular one. Okay, but no, seriously, they are used to great effect. Why would you wish to repeat sort of one word at the start of every verse that is the same? There's a great sense of rhythm when it's the same word. It really makes, when you come back from the end of a line to the start of the next line, a familiarity. It sounds easy to do, but it's choosing the right word. It's choosing the line that follows it. It's choosing whether to use the repetition at the start of the line, which is anaphora, which is where you would choose to use the one word or phrase, a short phrase, to open your first line, and you use the same phrase to go through each line. Then you continue it. So let me share. Yeah, Bowie's Modern Love does that. We will be using an example of Bowie's song in our first technique. So without ado, let me share my screen with you so you can actually start to soak in these very long words. It would be to your advantage if you could kind of make a note, possibly a screenshot of these words and what they do, because there is a lesson or a task as usual at the end of this masterclass, and that is I want you to go away and write a song, any genre, but I want you to use a minimum of 3 of these techniques in the song. It's not hard, but getting it to sound really good is the secret. It's very easy to stick any word at the start of your line if we're going to use anaphora, but it's getting the right word, the word that has a right rhythm, the right word that sets up the rest of the line. It's not always an easy ask to pick what particular one word would set up 4 lines, or in the case of our first example we will go to, probably every single line of the verse. So let me start, and you can bamboozle yourself with the wordiness and the sheer let's go up. Poof. Look at that intellectual prowess. You'll be learning anaphora, the repetition of a word or phrase at the start of successive lines. Epiphora, or epistrophe as it's sometimes called, but I like to keep the phora at the end so you realise that, is the repetition of a word or a phrase at the end of successive lines. These kind of things do work in choruses, and you'll see that a lot of artists mix them up, which is what I want you to spot. So I'm not going to always point out what a particular artist is doing. We may well be looking at anaphora, but that particular artist may well have used a couple of other techniques in the songwriting. So we have, to reiterate, 1 anaphora. That's probably the most common, which is the repetition of a word or phrase at the start of every single line. You may think, oh, this makes my lyric writing easy, but it doesn't, because what does that line represent? How does that line set up, or that phrase rather, set up the successive rest of the line? And how can you then continue the narrative as you move to line 2, opening up with that same phrase or same word? How do you get off the page? How do you come back to it? Epiphora, repetition of a word or phrase at the end of successive lines. There is a couple on here that I'm going to drop in as we go through. Simplos is the use of both together. So you start, this sounds very complex, but it's actually very doable. It's all about the choice of the right word. So simplos is actually the use of both anaphora and epiphora together. So you open your first line with either one word and you end it with a phrase, and you do the same thing simultaneously in the lines 2 and 3 and 4, and the story tends to change with the lines that are in between those two. It's a sort of intellectual sandwich, I guess. Sounds a bit odd. Epizeusix, that is not the summoning of Thor's hammer. It is actually probably the most joyous one, and the one that is used in pop the most. It may sound like a Greek god or some sort of historical weird place, but it's the repetition of a single word twice or more. It's used a lot in pop and rock. It has that kind of, it's the technique really where the word sounds like what it is. It's actually used really, it kind of finds its own, I guess, in post choruses or pre-choruses. Where I guess the idea could be to take one particular word out of your chorus and use it to great effect by repetition in a post-chorus setting. Or, as we will look at an example with Nirvana, how you can use it to set up your chorus. These techniques are not exclusive to pop. They work from the prog rock of Genesis to the Seattle grunge of Nirvana, to the empowerment pop of Katy Perry, to the bloody alt fantastic pop of my idol David Bowie, to some of the biggest pop songs ever.